Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. India must not miss out on the rise in the world trade on the back of stimulus packages. Official trade data for April released at the midpoint of the Finance Ministry's 5 tranche package to salvage the economy in the throes of a pandemic induced lockdown was the grimmest in over 2 decades. Merchandise exports had collapsed by over 60% and imports contracted only slightly less. Only two of India's 30 biggest export products clocked positive growth: iron ore and pharmaceuticals, the latter by just a quarter of a percent. Thanks to the sharp dip in global oil prices, higher volumes of petroleum exports did not help much in value terms. The trade collapse was not surprising as the spate of national lockdowns around the world have not only dented demand and investment but also severely disrupted global supply chains and shipping routes. India's export, however, were already in a free fall. The government's economic stimulus package in totality offered several reform commitments, improvements in the ease of doing business, along with some forbearance and a few shops for micro, small and medium enterprises under bracket, many of which are also export oriented units bracket close stop. However, there was no explicit respite offered for exporters. The Reserve Bank of India on May 22 did unveil a few measures including a special rupees 15,000 crore liquidity facility for the Exim Bank of India and a 6-month extension for importers to complete outward remittance. For exporters, the maximum possible credit period from bank was extended from 12 months to 15 months for disbursements made up to July 31, 2020. The 3-month credit extension for exporters was, in fact, not a new measure and had already been announced by the central bank on March 23. So its repackaging 2 months later as a fresh move suggests policymakers are running short of ideas to prop up a key employment generating bulwark of the country's economy post liberalization. In an employment intensive sector such as textile, garment exports, which fell 16% between January and March, fell 91% in April. The outcome of May is unlikely to be any better, and the World Trade Organization expects trade flows to slip by between 13% and 32% over 2020. The prognosis gets even murkier when one adds to this the new barriers on trade in medical and food supplies imposed by over 90 countries and an increasing tendency to look inward for essential supplies under bracket as India is doing too with its emphasis on self-reliance bracket close stop. The country is again pitching to become an alternative investment destination for big global businesses in the hope that the COVID-19 pandemic would prompt them to hedge their China dependent supply chains, but investment moves are a longer term play. Meanwhile, Indian exporters should not be caught on the back foot as bigger stimulus packages announced by other countries kick in to revive demand and give a minor flipping to international trade. Stop. Thank you.